home, has walk-on music been more appropriate? Mr. Entertainer, 9 more frames to play this evening in this best of 35 frames match, and guiding you through the opening exchanges this evening, 2 men who know exactly what it takes to win the world title. Stephen Hendry, Dennis Taylor, good evening.
A very good evening, Hazel, and a very good evening to everyone at home. If this evening's session is anything like this afternoon's, we're all in for a treat. So Ronnie gets the opening frame underway, and as Steve and John were talking about, it's a pretty good break off. I commentated on that break of 92, and it's one of the finest breaks I've ever seen at the Crucible. Well, if the black goes into the same pocket, he might just be tempted with this red. Now you see it. And immediately gives himself a great chance here, Stephen.
Yeah, those reds are always tricky when you're so close. The cue ball and the object ball are so close together, but didn't touch the sides.
Hasn't quite come back far enough. The putt success rate, as you can see, Ali at 89%.
8.
Let me show you the white just stopping there. He was hoping to spin it back a little further. This is a tricky one into the left middle.
Yeah, tricky that he knew he was leaving Ali an easy opener if he missed it. So an important frame for Carter. We all know what a fantastic front runner Ronnie is. The last thing you want to do is give him a 3, 4, 5 frame lead.
So that's Ali's first pot for just under half an hour. 257 points Ronnie had scored without Ali replying, but he's got a good chance here. I was chatting to his good friends Steve and Tom backstage just after the match, and they said they were quite pleased, even though he was 5-3 behind. Couldn't do anything about the last 2 frames, so they're still pretty positive in Ali Carter's camp. And there's the boys, Steve and Tom, and Peter on the right there, who's always very laid back. He needs a bit of an angle here to get out onto that red that's to the left of the bunch. Might just have it. Yeah, you can run it off 2 cushions and out onto that one just to the left of your picture.
$60. $17.
there weren't a good pack to go into there.
22.
Camden into the pink, it could have gone wrong. There's one in the middle of the bunch that'll pot into the right corner, and the others are open nicely. So this is the key shot here. If he can push through or screw back and get himself onto a colour, he'll be moving balls here though. I played that beautifully. What a delicate little cannon that was. Just have a look at this. To move that out of the way. Give him 10 out of 10 for that. As you mentioned, Stephen, this is just what Ali needed, because if he had fallen 3 frames behind, although there's a long way to go, Ronnie could have got on a roll, so he's doing just what he wanted.
Well, Ali will know full well the importance of this session. Playing 9 frames tonight, so even if he only lost it 5-4, he still makes him 3 frames behind going into tomorrow, so I feel he really needs to win this session tonight.
Thank you. 29.
Yeah, Ronnie hasn't made many mistakes, and the plan is to punish him for that mistake he did make. It was a tricky red in the middle he missed, but it was the positional shot he didn't quite play as he intended. But it's so key for Ali to make sure he punishes that mistake. He had to finish up taking this red in the middle. It wasn't the one he intended to be on. Meanwhile, Ali's got to negotiate. There's a little gap between the pink and reds, and he's got to be careful he doesn't go into that left middle pocket. Slightly out of position. Green, if he can reach it, should be okay though. He can come off a couple of cushions, finish nicely on a red. If he can stretch over and reach the green, he can stun off the balk side cushion and bring the white out into the middle of the table. Might be able to run it in and up between the yellow and brown, but somewhere near his head with the cue ball would be good here. That's a bit too hard. Needs a bit of luck now. If the red next to the pink goes, he's fine.
41.
Just about.
Yeah, he missed one like these this afternoon, Dennis, when it was very tight. It cost him the frame. I think he was 40 odd points in front.
Prime position. That wasn't the red he intended to be on, but it was good judgment there to miss that pink on the way past. He's hit it too hard again. Now he's going to have to play the one into the left corner. He
47.
just overscrewed that slightly, and now he's got another little cannon to negotiate. And if he runs this in and cannons the other red, he's got to be careful he doesn't block the pocket. If he nudges the other red towards the pocket, might just cover the black. Just depends.
Okay.
Wow, it's a thin snick now. Just shows the importance of keeping close control of that cue ball. Now, this is a big shot here because he's going to go into those 4 reds. This is a must cut back. last thing he thought was the white was going to finish up near the ball cushion. But he has a red over the middle pocket. And just be careful you don't go into the right middle pocket. This one over the corner.
.56.
It's amazing when you play one positional shot badly, Dennis. It just seems to multiply the more pots you play. You can't seem to get yourself back in the prime position. Looks like he's going to protect his lead though. Play a safety shot. Put the brown safe.
Yeah, don't blame him for that choice. But having said that, he could have dropped himself in all sorts of trouble here. Ronnie can roll in behind the brown, so that was a bit careless from Ali. Now, has he got the snooker? Can he see enough of the red near the blue? He can pot it if he can see it. Because Ronnie didn't get in behind the brown tight. This will cut. There you see it.
Having to dig down to avoid the in-off in the corner pocket.
One.
And that's fine. He's on the green. Ronnie just misjudged that attempt at snooker.
Four.
That's the one he wanted.
Five.
The best possible start for Ali Carter and his fans.
$12. 13. $20.
So all the terrific snooker
21.
we've seen from Ronnie, Ali Carter's only going to be one frame behind, so that says a lot about this young player's game. And he's gone
28.
past the 90%, 91% pot success rate. Doesn't matter where that red goes.
Ali Carter, 28.
The best possible start for Ali Carter. That earlier break of 56 paved the way for him to take the frame. He's now just one behind at 5-4.